Hey everybody, it's time for Ask Rad, and so I hope you guys have had a good week. I hope you experienced a lot of love and joy and magic in your week. We're going to start talking about the upcoming week with angel messages for April 30th through May 6th. Can you believe it's May? God, didn't we just take down the Christmas tree last month? I mean, my gosh, I cannot believe it is May. Jeez. So anyway, so I thought for fun and giggles and grins that this week we will do our angel messages with guardian angel tarot cards. Just because I'm in a guardian angel kind of mood. So, all right, so let's get going on that. And see what, hi everybody, welcome. So let's get going and see what the guardian angels have to say about our week. All right. Okay. All right. So not a lot of shuffling this time for some reason. That's okay with me, right? All right. Okay. So, well, no, we'll need it in a minute. All right. So this is interesting. So for those of you who tuned in last week, you might recall that there was a lot of romantic, lovey-dovey cards. It was the suit of water. Well, interestingly enough, our first card is Messenger of Emotion. Now, this is the equivalent in Angel Tarot cards of the Page of Water and traditional Tarot Page of Cups. And so, once again, we are still continuing this little story that we have about love. Now, this card, let me show this to Instagrammers real up close. You'll see there's a dove flying in with a letter for the young lady. A dove is flying in with a letter for the young lady. So this can be messages, it can be love letters, it can be messages that bring us some sort of peace, that bring us some sort of contentment. Also, one of the things that this can be is invitations to social events. Now, that doesn't mean that the social events will happen on Monday, Tuesday, but although actually, now that you mention it, I have one on Tuesday, and I'm pretty sure it's a secret announcement of an engagement. So for me, this card is probably going to be pretty accurate. So it could be any of those kinds of things, but it's peaceful, it's joyful, it feels good. But like I said, it could be that you receive an invitation to a social event that's for the weekend or even later, or it could be messages of love or just anything that kind of gives you peace. And so that's Monday, Tuesday. The peace ends. It's not so peaceful on Wednesday, Thursday. The card is 10 of Action. For Angel Tarot cards, this is the equivalent of 10 of Fire or 10 of Wands in traditional tarot. And so stress. All right. This is anxiety. This is stress. This is working too much. Wednesday, Thursday, you're taking on too much. You need to have some balance in your life. Now, keep in mind that any reading, I don't believe in fate. I don't believe in destiny. I only believe that these cards are telling us where we're likely to be going if we keep going in the same direction. So you're being forewarned up front. Hi, Adriana. You're being warned up front that Wednesday, Thursday could be really stressful. So what you can do is be mindful of that. Plan not to be stressful. Plan not to let things overwhelm you. Plan to stay balanced. Oh, well, yeah, Tori, that would make me feel stressed too, going to the dentist on Wednesday. But, just be in a place of peace. And Tori, let's talk about that for just 1 second. So one of the things that I do with the dentist, because I have high anxiety, I have the best dentist on the planet, and she knows this about me. She's wonderful. But one of the things that I do when I know I have a dental appointment is I start to emotionally prepare myself to decide to choose peace, to choose not being high anxiety, to choose that. And to ask Archangel Raphael and Archangel Jophiel to make it a pleasant, as it can be, experience to keep us calm. So thank you, Tori. That was a really great teaching moment, a really great example of how, now that you know that Wednesday, Thursday could be stressful, could be overwork, could be really a lot of anxiety, that you can choose. You have 8 kids. Yeah, there's no getting around that stress. That I can't help you with. But anyway, to choose the peace. And it looks like, you know, this is very limited to Wednesday, Thursday, because when we get to Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the weekend, we have creativity and abundance. And this is, once again, a very happy card. This is the card that is the equivalent of the Empress. And so it's where we are very creative. We get a lot of things done. But I mean, you can see she's enjoying every moment of it. It's a beautiful experience for her. She's got little angel cherubs all around her helping her out. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday should be a lovely weekend for everybody. So if you're just joining us, we are doing the angel messages for the week of April 30th through April 6th. If you missed any part of that, this will be posted on Instagram for a day and YouTube and Facebook immediately after the program, and you can go back and see what you missed. But is in summary, Monday, Tuesday, messages that are happy, joyful, perhaps invitations to social events, maybe love letters, a little bit of stress on Wednesday, Thursday if you don't watch yourself and let yourself get overwhelmed or take on too much. And finally, the weekend looks really good, especially if you want to do something creative, paint, play music, write a book, read a book, any of those kinds of things, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So, hi, everybody. Again, I am Radleigh Valentine, and I am here with my show, Ask Rad. And we are going to now start to do some readings for people. So let me tell you how this all works. I just let the angels guide my eyes to who to do a reading for. I will go back and forth between Facebook and Instagram. Sometimes the angels guide me to do 2 Facebooks in a row or 2 Instagrams in a row because I see something, and so I just let that be the case. I trust that and follow it. I can't get in readings for all of you. We already have almost 700 people watching between the 2 platforms, so I'm not going to get those done in 30 minutes. So one of the things that I always like to remind people is that the universe is amazing and magical and incredibly creative and very efficient. So if you have a question and someone else asks that question and I answer that question for them and the reading feels like it resonates for you too, understand that the universe can give a reading to multiple people at once, and that is, and it means something to multiple people at once. So I usually start with Facebook. Let's switch it around today and start with Instagram. So we've got Mags Reeve. Mags Reeve. I have to write that down because they go flying by. And Instagram names are always really unique. So Mags Reeve. Mags Reeves wants to know the names of her guardian angels. So right away, I got Andrew, and I am getting Dominique. So with Q ending in QUE. So Andrew and Dominique. Dominique is a very feminine energy. It's a very it's feminine power. That divine feminine power kind of energy. And then Andrew is obviously a male energy. I mean, I guess it could be something else, but it's a male energy feeling to me. Even though he's your primary guardian angel, he's more subdued. He's kind of quiet. He's saying he's telling me that he's not, it's not that he's quiet, it's that he talks when he has something really important to say. So you might hear more from Dominique, that's unusual, than you hear from him, but if you hear from him, you're going to know that it's really important and you should pay attention. All right, so now let's go over to Facebook. Okay, so let's grab that one if we can. It kind of went right by. There it is. Show. There we go. All right. So Virginia says, I would love to see if my father is looking out for me and my daughter. Well, for that, for those kinds of questions, I always like to go to Talking to Heaven by James Van Praagh. Talking to Heaven by James Van Praagh. I love this deck. It is my favorite way to get messages from heaven, hence its name. And so let's just see what we have for Virginia and her daughter. I'm going to pull that down so that there's room for the cards. All right, here we go. 3 and 2 and 1. All right. Woo! They almost jumped. All right, but they didn't. So, okay, so the first card is, it was my time to go. It was my time to go. So perhaps you have some sense of that he went too early, or that you don't understand why he went the way he went, or the timing that he went. But he's letting you know that all things happen in perfect timing. All things happen for a reason, and it was his time to go. And when he got there, he was met by so many loving people. So he's not alone up in heaven. He's not alone. And I feel like this is a way of saying there's a lot of us watching over you, because there's not a card that says that in this deck. However, to get directly to the point, to directly answer your questions, he says, I will always point you in the right direction. So clearly he is watching over you, and he's giving you guidance. Pay attention to signs. I'm a big lover of synchronicity. For those of you who know me, you know I talk a lot about that in my newest book, How to Be Your Own Genie. The power of synchronicity, how important it is. And so pay attention to signs or things that remind you of your father, that sort of come out of nowhere, or just things that happen that seem sort of like magic. And consider those, your father with a little compass in his hand, guiding you to send you in the right direction. Okay. All right. Let's see. So Rachel, or it could be Rochelle. I apologize. I don't know which way to say it, dear. Hello, Rad. I'm starting a new job at the Sheriff's Department in 2 weeks. May I please have any messages from my guides and names? I'm going to call it Rochelle, and if it's wrong, I'm sorry. So, all right. So we're starting a new job at the Sheriff's Department. You know, I'm going to pull a card for you on that. I'm going to go with Archangel Power Tarot cards for that. Archangel Power Tarot cards, just because, you know, it made me think of Archangel Michael, who is the, I'm right. I'm glad. Archangel Michael. And Rochelle, you may know this, but if you don't, Archangel Michael is a really good archangel for you to work with if you're going to go work at the Sheriff's Department, because Archangel Michael is the patron archangel for the police. And so really good archangel for you to be working with if you're going to be working in that particular environment. Now let's just pull a card for you and see what we get. Oh, so Jeremiah and Isabel. Jeremiah and Isabel. Jeremiah and Isabel. Yeah. I'm glad, Rochelle, so that I could give you a piece of information that you did not know. Yes, Archangel Michael. And another reason why you should probably be working with Archangel Michael is that, I don't know, but I would think that working at the Sheriff's Department would carry with it a lot of intense energy, at least intermittently. So maybe every morning when you get up, you ask Archangel Michael to wave his sword of light in front of you, behind you, left and right, above and below, and to sever any energetic connections. Actually, and for you, I would do that in the morning when I get up, and I would do it when I leave. You can do this in the car or on the train or however you get home, and just quietly in your mind to wash away all that stuff that happened at the Sheriff's Department and ask him to wrap you in a beautiful ball of blue light. Now let's pull a card for this job. Okay. There we go. Okay. So two of Ariel. So I think you're going to be juggling a lot. So let me show it to Facebook. See, here's this guy with Archangel Ariel, and this guy is trying to juggle a yin yang and an infinity symbol while standing on his head on a high tower. So it's gonna probably feel to you like you're juggling a lot. So again, try to maintain some balance. You know, to the extent you can, have good boundaries about what's happening with you at work. All right, so back to Facebook. Okay. Let's see. There we go. I got one. So, hi, Adrian. How are you doing? Hi from Sydney. Oh, God. What is it, 4 o'clock in the morning or something? Okay. Hi from Sydney. Relationship messages. Can my last relationship come back? Okay, so I talk about this and how to be your own genie. So I'm gonna pull a card for you. I am. But for anyone else that's listening, anyone else who has the same sort of question, I just want to ask you, why do you want him back? And the reason that I say that is just because we in the spiritual community have a tendency to forget the bad stuff and only remember the good stuff once enough time has gone by. And so we can forget the bad parts and only remember the heaven. And the other thing that can really happen for people is they're out of a relationship, and they're out of a relationship for a good amount of time, and they start to think, oh my gosh, I'm not going to find anybody. And so they start looking in the rear view mirror instead of looking forward. And so think what would happen if you drove your car while looking in a rear view mirror. It's not going to be pretty. And so I'm going to pull a card for you. Yes, relationships do come back. I know of them, and I know of some that are very successful, and then they go on to get married, and they just needed some time apart. It does happen. I just want you to be asking yourself those kinds of questions and make sure that your focus and all that energy, all that law of attraction energy that you have isn't on something that's from the past that maybe should stay there. And instead of being focused on going forward. All right, so now I've said that. So, all right. So I'm going to do this with Guardian Angel Tarot cards. And here we go. Let's see. Okay, Adrian, I'm going to pull down your questions so I can have room for showing card. Showing card. Okay. And da-da. All right, here we go. So embrace those around you. Embrace those around you. So this is an interesting card. It's a card about spiritual growth and surrounding yourself with friends. So it doesn't feel to me like a card that's sort of saying that love is, it's not a romance card. That's just what I'm saying. It's not a romance card. So I would focus my attention on spiritual things. I would focus my attention on friends. I would focus my attention on the people who are around you, because one of the things that this could also mean is that there is someone else around you who would be a better relationship choice for you. So there you go, Adrian. Much love, honey. Okay, so Instagram. Okay, Renee is asking, is he the one? Can I let my heart open? Is he the one? Is he the one? Okay, so I'm going to, we haven't used Angel Tarot cards yet, so let's go to Angel Tarot cards and see, is he the one? All right. Two, and is he the one? Okay. Ace of Earth. Well, that's a really positive card. It's a card of positive opportunities, of the thing about it, though, is that it's not a romance card. It's more of but it is a very positive card. This is usually more of a card that has to do with abundance and material things, sometimes creativity. So I don't know if he is going to sweep you off your feet emotionally. It could be a really good relationship from the standpoint of material and building a home together and building a life together, but I don't know how long it's going to feel like this fantastic romance. And that's okay. I mean, some people are good with relationships that are like that. That's what they're really in it for. They're in it for, I just want to build a life with someone, and I want to have a home, and I want to have kids, and I just want to kind of do that stuff, and they don't really care about the lovey-dovey stuff. Some people would believe that the lovey-dovey stuff isn't going to last anyway. So just do it with your eyes open. Notice how you feel. Notice how much emotion that you have, and notice how much emotion he is providing to you, and just be really clear about what the real motivation for the relationship is. Okay. It is moving. Good. All right. So let's see. Oh, someone said, is your pup in the background a border collie? No, he's a Sheltie. That is Jace over there, and Riley is over there, and they're Shelties. We are long-time Sheltie people, and we just love our dogs. We are really into our dogs. So taking a moment I wanted to point out to you guys that if you don't know this, the Hay House World Summit for 2018 is about to begin. Now, this is a very, very exciting event with 100 Hay House authors giving lectures or speeches or interviews and talks about all kinds of topics. You might be shocked to hear that mine is about how to have a magical life. So, but the thing that's super awesome about it is it's absolutely 100% free. It's free. I'm not kidding. It's free. For 16 days, you will have access to videos, audios, downloadables, all kinds of different kinds of things, and it's absolutely free. So if you're interested in that, there is a link on Facebook at the top of this video where you can sign up, and you have to sign up. You can't get access to it if you don't, so you have to sign up. And Instagram, there is a clickable link in my bio. So go sign up for this. I mean, it's like, think about what it took for Hay House to put together 100 interviews of their authors and put all of this stuff together. There's also a bunch of other free things that comes along with this. Click the link in my bio on Instagram. Click the link at the bottom of this video and go sign up. It's free. All right, so back we go to wait, is it virtual? It's virtual. It is virtual. Okay, higher ed. My book launches on Wednesday. How will it go, please? Wait. How will it go, please? Can you pull a card in Love and Light? So, Delavia, I guess. The thing about Instagram, I love the names because it probably has nothing to do with your name. But anyway, so that's a very material kind of question. And so for me, that's a job for the fairies. So we're going to use fairy tarot cards for that particular question for her. All right, how will her book go? All right, let's see. 2 and 1. All right, here we go. Well, I think it'll go good. I mean, this is a card this is balance, okay? In traditional tarot, it's called temperance. I only changed the name because nobody knows what the word temperance means. So why confuse everybody? And so it's balance. And so what the message for me on that particular case is, it will take some time, and it will take give and take on your part of putting a lot of energy into it and working on it and giving it time. A lot of people think that, that writing a book and, that if you're with a publisher like me, that it just makes everything easy and you write your book and they handle everything and they get you on Oprah and no, it doesn't work that way. It does not work that way at all. Being an author and a spiritual teacher is a lot of hard work. It is way more than 40 hours a week. I work 7 days a week. I almost never take a day off. Hay House expects me, like every other publisher on the planet, to get out there, to do the work, to advertise Genie, to advertise Angel Tarot cards, to advertise my products, to get them out in front of the world, to travel, to speak, to do all of that stuff. And because I do that, because I work hard and I go do that, then Hay House and other publishers reward me with additional products. That's how it works. That's the real way it works. And so, so keep your life balanced, but it is give and take, and you got to do the work. Okay? All right. Okay, so let's see. Oh, all right. So, so that was over there. So this is over here. Okay. Jody Zoe. Jody Zoe Jones. I like your name. That's so cool. All right, Jody Zoe Jones. You're probably the Zoe part. Maybe. I don't know. But anyway, I've been waiting for positive news. Will it come this week? Please and thank you. Will positive news come this week? Well, we haven't played yet with Angel Tarot cards, So we're going to do that because I want to get all my children in this week. All right, so let's see. Okay. And 2 and 1. Will it come this week? Oh, yes, definitely. This is the World. This is the card that's success and achievement. It's also the card of everything coming full circle. So you've been waiting for this news and it coming full circle. Now, also just a little fun thing for those of you who asked, for the person who asked me about my dogs, this is Riley. This is Riley. This is my little girl. She's a rescue Sheltie. She came from Colorado Sheltie Rescue, my absolute favorite charity, that along with Red Rover. And all of my pooches get to be in the decks. That's just the way it is. It's my rule. It's my deck. I can do that if I want to. So, and I want to. And in fact, let's just find Jace real quick. We'll find him real fast here. There he is. So that's Jace. That's my Jace. See? Jace. And also that's my husband. So you can do stuff like that when you do your own cards, as long as you do it subtly. All right, so let's see. So Twilight 131313 says, message from my angels, please. Go away. Messages from my angels, please, about my parents. Please, Rad. Hope you're drawn to me. Messages from my angels, please, about my parents. Do you mean from your parents, or what does that actually, that's a very vague question. So I don't know what to do with that. So that's another thing. Specific, one of the things that I teach in my Certified Angel Tarot Reader course and the Certified Angel Card Reader course is that it's very important, their finances. See, I can do something with that. The thing about when the question is really important, because if you ask a vague question, you're going to get a vague answer. Ask a specific question, get a specific answer. And so very important to do that. So thank you, my dear. Thank you, Twilight. So, okay, so this is money. So that makes me want to go back to fairy tarot cards. Going to go back to fairy tarot cards. And let's see what we have on their situation. And all right, here we go. Well, unity. Okay, unity. So this is a card that talks about the importance of people rallying together. So their financial situation is probably not just going to fix itself. It's going to be important to get other people involved to make sure that, see, we've got this guy and we've got these children who are listening to his wisdom. And so it's important that they get assistance from other people, that other people rally around them, that they not try to go it on their own. Now, the angels are whispering in my ear that your parents could be rather proud. They could be rather stubborn on this particular topic. And so it's really important that we sort of like get that out of the equation. So here's what I want to do. Twilight. Let's do an archangel prescription for your parents, and you can do this for them. You don't, if your parents aren't into angels and woo-woo, it's no big deal. You can do this for them. So the first thing that we're going to do is, and if you don't know what an archangel prescription is, I talk about that in Genie, and it's this thing that I created. It just came to me one day, and Joshua, my guardian angel, said it didn't come to you. I gave it to you. Of course he did. So anyway, I put archangels behind you to the left and behind you to the right and in front of you to the left and in front of you to the right. And it's a mixture of archangel energy that you can put around your parents to help out. All right. So I almost always put Archangel Michael behind in the left back. I like to think of it as Archangel Michael has your back. Right? Archangel Michael has your back and has your parents' back. And so what we want to do is we want to ask him to use a sword of light, again, in front and back, above and below, left and right, to sever your parents' energetic connections to negative thinking, to past thoughts, to past experiences that are no longer serving them. Also, I'm getting this hit about a past life one of your parents or both of your parents might have had, where they took a vow of poverty, and that vow of poverty is still hanging on. So we can ask Archangel Michael to sever anything that's like that. And by the way, that is a tip for all of you. If you are having financial problems, then ask Archangel Michael to sever those old vows of poverty that might have come because you were a nun, or you were a priest, or you were someone that was expected in the past to give up all their earthly material things. Now, to the right back, we're going to put Archangel Jophiel, because I want them to start thinking in a more positive way. Her name means the beauty of God, and she can help us to have more positive thoughts instead of negative thoughts. Positive thoughts instead of negative thoughts. And your parents need to get out of that negative thing. In the left front, we're going to put Archangel Ariel. I love pairing her with Michael. Her name is the Lioness of God. She's that fierce feminine energy, and she has flaming red hair. And but she is the archangel of material things. So people, again, if you're listening and you're having financial trouble, pay attention to that, because Archangel Ariel is really good for helping you to fix your material challenges. And because the card we picked for them was unity, I'm going to put in the right front Archangel Raguel. It's Raguel, Raguel. He is the friend of God. He's the friend of God. And he can bring friends into your life or bring people into your life who can open doors for you, who can help you in various different situations, to have the people come into your life that can help with the situation. And so, like I said, that unity card, that goes hand in hand with that. You're very sweet, Twilight. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's the angel of harmony. Yes, C.D. Griefa. Yes, you're right. The angel of harmony. He is also the angel of harmony. He is that. All right, so let's go back to Facebook. So Nikki started a spiritual business on Friday. Congratulations. Yay. Congratulations. And any messages regarding this? Sure. So, I haven't used one of my babies. Do you know which one it is? Okay. I have not used Angel Answer Oracle cards yet. Angel Answer Oracle cards. So we're going to use Angel Answer Oracle cards for this last question because we're almost out of time. And we'll see what we get for Nikki. Okay. All right. Well, get more information. Oh, let me get this down. So, Nikki, the thing here is get more information. So this could be a lot of different things. One of the things that it might, what we've got here is we've got an angel, and he's got a Merkaba, which is otherwise known as Metatron's cube. So you might want to be working with Archangel Metatron. Archangel Metatron is good for sensitive people, especially children. He can warp time for you so that you have more time in the day. But get more information to me means one of two things. Either continue your learning experience for your spiritual business, continue to get more knowledge on your topic of whatever basis your spiritual business is, but it could also be additional gifts. For example, let's say your spiritual business is Reiki. Then maybe taking a class like the Certified Angel Tarot Reader course or somebody else's card reading course so that you could pull cards for people as a part of their Reiki treatments. But find the right little thing that really makes you stand out. And the other thing that this could mean, just to make sure, is to make sure that you have taken all of the proper business action that you need to take, that you, because sometimes, a lot of times we in the spiritual community forget about the whole business aspect, and that matters. I mean, you're running a business, and I'm lucky because, I'm lucky because I was a certified public accountant before I did this. And so I have that in my head. I'm always thinking, it's like pay my taxes, do the books, make sure that that everything is, in balance. And so it could be either of those or both. I'm going to leave it to your intuition to figure that out. Okay, folks, so we are out of time. So thanks so much for stopping by. If you missed the angel messages for the week for April 30th through May 6th, they're at the very beginning of this video. It will be posted on Instagram. It will be posted on Facebook, and it will be posted on YouTube. It just takes me a few minutes to download it from Facebook and upload it to YouTube. So give me a minute on that one. I hope you guys have a magical week. Don't let that middle of the week card stress you out. Just be awake and aware, and make a choice not to let your week be stressful or anxiety laden. All right. So love you guys. And always remember, life is magic.